Viper,
How
so
dare you?
you could just kind of give it to Matamaman and let, you know, Miracle play something else if they wanted to go outside the hero pool of Matamaman.
Hard to gank at this stage. As the panel said, you know, this is a really nice pick for WeHeart, especially the way that Liquid were drafting, looking to try and punish that mid. That Timber pick, it's going to be very hard to do so, as we're seeing. Bottom lane, you see the TP come through from Mind Control, looking to block Misery off here with the Treants. Resolution trying to hold them back, but it's not going to work. Liquid get themselves the first blood.
As your Viper, which normally is the mid lane, you just leave him. Now the bounty and the Urshigan can go do their pressure all over the map. Particularly in that bottom lane, or just follow Sox as well and make sure he doesn't get that early quick click and dagger.
Yeah, Croaky indeed at the moment, eyes on Saxa. Does have GH neighborhood.
Yeah, he saw Soxa with the... Oh, Moon actually has a DD. He's trying to go for a courier snipe on him.
A little slow on it there. Couldn't quite close the gap. Turns towards the mid lane. See if they can do anything about Miracle. Miracle quickly just turns with the cold snap and the Sunstrike on point. Miracle just takes the kill. Oh my goodness, Moon. Not the play he wanted to do there. I mean, even if he managed to get in, I don't really see how that could have gone well for Planet On. Bottom lane. We'll get the kill in return as Misery flies through with the Illuminate onto GH, but yeah, not great for them in the middle lane. Feeding a kill to Miracle.
Definitely not the person you want to do it to. But the other lanes are going incredibly well. The cores are farming and pressuring. Mid lane, this could be where they go for Wee. Has Wee Meatball.
It's pretty deep indeed. They're looking to try and control it with a good fishing block into the Meatball. WeHeart brought down low. Trying to timber chain himself out, but the cold snap kicks in and there's no escape for WeHeart, or is there? Nearly brings them down in return. Oh! The Illuminate from Misery will... I believe, did he pop the one charges as well? He had a fair few than that. Yeah. Also brought him that extra time. Get that final bit of burst with the Chakram. And there we have it. The Pegasus flies in. Woo! Meanwhile, up top, there's a gang they've had. Solution. Being up on the shrine. Kuro with eyes on him.
Viper is coming in. Maki's trying to go for this. They have a fissure as well.
Good attempt for this. I mean, Kuro is falling low on the response. Rezo goes for the instant TP, but he's not going to make it. GH with a fissure from the sideline in the mid lane. WeHeart still standing his ground. Feeling fairly safe, nearly hitting the level 7. Space is there though down on the bottom. Mind Control allowed to put pressure onto this tier 1.
Mid lane, we've got a big 3v3 coming.
Let's see if they get WeHeart again this time. There's the Fissure into the cold snap. Moon is there to try and hold back GH and buy WeHeart sometime. Again, the Illuminate flies in onto 2. WeHeart still alive for the time being, cutting his way through the tree line. Timber chains up to the high ground. Mind Control TP's in. But WeHeart, he's able to continue to ward this one off. A second Illuminate flies in from Misery. They did lose Moon, but now Resolution turns up with the Rocket Barrage. Takes down one. Saxa's there with the Bow Strike onto the Viper. Matamaman down as well. Miracle trying to turn onto Saxa, but the Blinding Light limiting the physical they can get out. They will still get the kill. Liquid, they continue to chase, looking for WeHeart. WeHeart still with a fair bit in the tank. Sunstrike off the mark, tried to predict the movement, won't quite catch him.
That was really well played by Wee.
I mean, he's wanting to go back in, but he's walking into 3 heroes there, and that is not gonna work out. Moon,
overzealous.
But overall, the trade, as we see, with that kill on Moon at the end, definitely giving Liquid the edge, but it's close. I mean, I'm loving it already. We're 8 minutes in. Lots of action between both of these teams.
Action is where Liquid is going to thrive right now. Because even just looking at the creep score, you see that the Coddle and the Coddle and Sanking have been farming a bit more than the Earthshaker and the Bounty right now. These two heroes, Earthshaker and Bounty, want to go for kills, and getting those is really important to get the track online.
I mean, Rezo came quite far out. There's no tier 1 here anymore. There's no backup unless he can play his way out. The Shuriken setting up the stun there to find the Sunstrike from.
It's awkward for him to go places because he wants to farm bottom, but it's not really that safe, and he wants to fight, but. He went for... Oh, they actually have an epicenter going down.
They're going to try and take down Kuro. So they have the detection. Dust is dropped. And Saxa setting up for Rezo to get involved. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Mind Control and Matamaman pushing in onto the tier 1. GH there behind the tower. Ready to see if he can get a nice Fissure block to set up some action if he sees fit. Moon has hit 6 though. So the Shaker has to be careful. If Moon finds that Shaker on his own, could go for solo kill, and indeed he can. GH walks up into the hands of Moon. The cogs are down. GH will try and win himself away, but the battery assault's out from Moon, and he'll claim himself the kill. Still has the hook shot. Does he want to try and go for more? That's the question. Matamaman and Mind Control still in the neighborhood. Moon would need a few that Liquid were drawn towards on the top lane.
Bottom lane, here we go again. They're rotating for Rezo.
That's the kill that they want. They've done it a few times already. Yeah, already 3 deaths on this Gyro. Another would be perfect for Liquid. It's pretty speedy with the phase boots. GH trying to chase him down, and in fact taking a lot of damage.
I think he just walked actually in vision of the tower, because they just pinged him.
I don't think GH got the memo though. Or maybe he did. There is TPs coming in. They're looking to potentially turn this one, but GH is going to get bursted pretty quickly with the chakram upon him. GH goes down, Illuminate flies in. Misery secures the kill. Burrow strike from Saxa, looking towards Matuma Man, but Kuroki's there along with Miracle, throws out the shuriken, takes down the Keeper of the Light. Mass TPs as Odd trying to escape, but Saxa's not going to make it. The damage is too much, so the Nature's Wrath flies free from mind control, and Liquid will take
small second. So it was one track kill, now going for Kuro, just before he picked up, right, just when he picked up his level 6. GH still though, very shut down, and Moon just gets decimated in the mid lane from a Sunstrike.
And off the back of that kill.
Having the Bounty Hunter though, right, because you can actually get the vision of where the Coddle's positioned behind the tower. Bottom lane looking to continue this aggression onto Rezo.
Yeah, Rezo needs backup and he needs it quick. He has got Saxa in the neighborhood, but the 3 members of Liquid surrounding him. Viper strikes out, the Sunstrike again on point. Rezo's down. Saxa comes in with the epicenter, does manage to bring down the Nature's Prophet with him. But Kuro and Matumba will end up finishing up, and that's more track kills for the side of Liquid. Cool. I mean, I guess, yeah, a lot of magic damage coming out from the rest of the team.
Really good stats for the hero,
yeah,
for the right click as well.
The nuke from the ultimate is nothing to laugh at. More mid lane, Moon does find the hookshot onto Miracle. Miracle turning, trying to get the combo off, but Miracle's down. Maybe have to set up for the kill and return onto Moon. Echo slam from the sidelines. GH gets the echoes out of there, and will bring down the clock. Still in the mid, Weehaw playing around Kuro, has Misery there as well, jumps forward, gets the double. Now looking towards GH, but mind control, TP's in, blocks on Misery. Misery with the blinding light, trying to get himself away from the Nature's Prophet. Weehaw still playing around under the tower, the reactive armor stacks building up. He's feeling pretty invincible at the moment. GH does fall low, but now Matuma Man's coming as well as mind control. They've got to get himself out. Whoa, Weehaw goes back in, timber chains across, picks up the triple. This man just isn't dying. They're trying to poke and prod at him. They'll throw down the veil on him, but it's just not enough damage. Weehaw able to get himself back out to the other side of the map. He is trying to come in towards the mid, desperately trying to find that farm for the Blink Dagger. 860 gold on him at the moment. A lot of attention from Odd on this middle lane. Ooh, top. Saxa tries to TP out, but the cold snap's there from Miracle, and Miracle grabs himself the solo kill.
They were contesting a hard camp stack. Saxa didn't know Miracle was there. Miracle just dropped a meatball, and then he tried to TP, and yeah, got cold snapped. Miracle building toward that 4-staff, very needed versus the clock.
Look at this. Is he just going to be able to pick this kill up for free? I mean, GH will hold him back with the Enchant Totem, but the timber chain forward. Planet on, they get the kill. Hookshot comes in from Moon, trapping up Matuma Man. Weehaw is going to be able to take down a second there, as again, this mid lane is just an absolute dream. He would have felt pretty bad then, but he didn't. He's fine. He'll come back in. They'll claim the tier 1 by the looks of it. Kroki trying to nuke it down with the Shuriken, but Weehaw says, you want to fight me? I'll fight you. Comes in with the timber chain. Mind control, trying to trap him up, but the trees can't hold back this man. Cuts them down. Are relatively low at the moment. Kuroki looks for the Shuriken. Oh, and the Fisher will take the old man down on his pony. To wrap around, Saxa keeping himself hidden in the tree line, revving up the epicenter, ready to try and jump in. Who's he going to fight? He's a little far off, but he still gets in. Blinks forward, finds the burrow strike. The Matuma Man's been left alone and taken down. Planet Odd find the vibe. The Aghanim's rush on the bounty hunter. I don't think I've ever seen it.
They've got the veil.
Nope, and it may be postponed there with Moon coming in like that with the hook shot. Kuro is going to have to dream about the axe a little longer.
With the veil and with the toss damage that got added at level 20, that'll heal the axe.
Bottom. Here we go. Mind control TPing in to join Miracle. Thinking about trying to go for a play here. They'll set up with the Tornado and combo onto Misery. The turnaround's going to be attempted by Resolution, and Moon again in with a hook shot. Grabs Miracle, does have the 4-staff to get himself out of there. Mind control, the Blade Man nearly up to turn around onto Resolution. Can he find the kill on the Jar? He can! Mind control gets the kill on the backlines. GH jumping in with the slam already though. Planet Odd, they've lost 2. Miracle trying to escape, but Weehaw throws out the chakram, gets the kill. Matumba tries to commit onto Moon, but he goes straight for the TP out on the clock and will survive. Saxa now tag teamed in with the Epi into Burrow Strike. Matuma Man being brought down low. Weehaw cuts across. Can they get this kill? Matuma Man's looking to Saxa, and he will find it, but Matuma Man pays with his life. Weehaw now godlike with the double kill, and he's not done yet. He spots an Earthshaker. GH gets nuked down as well. Triple kill for the Timbersaw. Chaotic team fight. Planet Odd coming out on top. This Timbersaw up to 18 Bloodstone charges, and maybe even more here. Moon and Misery. They found Kuro. They pop out the dust. They get Weehaw another. Straight up. Out with the Ghost Walk. GH as well. Will Weehaw continue to chase? Well, with Misery and Moon and Rezo roughing around for the side, they'll certainly go for it. GH tried to go to the high ground for the TP out, but Moon's there with a hook shot. So on their own jungle, Miracle does have to be careful here. They've got vision on him. Miracle, can he play his way out of this one? Down on the man a little bit, turns around with the Tornado EMP, forces himself down. Weehar continues to chase though, and there's Moon, straight in with a hook shot, trapping up GH. Burrow Strike comes in from Saxa, they've trapped Miracle. The force is there from Timberman, trying to get Miracle out of this one, but he's stunned up, nuked down by Weehar's Chakram, and now Weehar beyond godlike and ready for more. They've taken down 2, they're looking for a 3rd. Burrow Strike to set up onto Timberman, and they'll get themselves another Planet Odd. Getting absolutely out of control, and they're not done yet. Mind Control trying to hide behind the tree, but Saxa, Weehar, and Moon surround him, take the Nature's Prophet as well, and it just doesn't. And all in all, definitely the thing to consider. Despite this amount of positive action we are seeing for Planet Odd, it's still just a 1k lead, and whoa, hook shot again. Moon comes in for all. The Echo Slam setup's there for GH, who will be able to pop the Aegis immediately. Odd do punish Kuro for it. I mean, maybe at this point, if you're Liquid, you're just saying, we've got to take this late, we've got to out-wrap them, we've got a Nature's Prophet, we've got an Invoker, we could go for sort of split push plays, but here we go, bottom, the fight continues again. Moon comes in with a hook shot onto Matumba, will be forced out to the sidelines. Planet Odd being careful about how deep they dive close to the tier 2. There's the attempt to turn around Liquid with the cold snap onto Weehar, but the fight push strike, no! He dropped it onto the Lotus Orb, goes straight back into the face of Matumba Man's Viper, who now gets caught up by a Burrow Strike. Matumba Man, he's going to get taken down as the Illuminate flies through. Kuroki getting nuked down low as well. They do kill Moon, but again, it's Liquid losing the majority. They've lost 2. Miracle.
Yeah, Matu's not looking too threatening now at all actually for quite a while. He's 2-7. And
he's in trouble again. Yeah, Moon straight in with a hook shot, forces forward to cut out any sort of escape route from Matumba. He tries to make himself around the cogs. Weehar with the control, the Chakram slowing him down, allowing the cooldown from Resolution to connect. GH drops the Echo, trying to hold Weehar back. They'll bring him down low, will save Matumba Man for the time being. Tornado flies through from Miracle, looking for the Sunstrike setup, but Weehar's already out to the sideline. Will survive for the time being. Rezo looking to turn with the BKB moving forward as Moon hook shots back in, but Mind Control forced back to safety. Will survive.
If there was any time that they could get the Weehar there, in any situation,
they're still chasing. We have Moon actually hook shotting into his teammates, so they're taking a shuriken to the face. That's a bit of a funny one. He's actually going to buy back for this. Wants to get himself back in. Doesn't want to let Weehar go down. Weehar using the Lotus to try and remove the first time. The second one comes through. Moon with the hook shot after the buyback, cutting off Miracle and the rest of Liquid from being able to chase down for the rest of his team. May pay with his life though. He's trapped up in the tree line. They've got more than enough physical. They'll punish Moon. Moon now down for...
With the fresh Orchid picked up on Nature's Prophet, although of course Timbersaw does have the Lotus Orb, it's going to be pretty decent to try to go pretty fix Misery now.
GH just jumps in onto Misery, tries to go for a bit of a swag play, but there's Weehar with a bigger swag attack, comes along with the Timber Chain, cuts down the Shaker. Can they get anything more out of this? Straight across, avoiding the EMP. Weehar with a big shot on the Timber Chain, cuts down the trees, doesn't give a damn about those, looking towards Mind Controller, will put the Blade Man and the Nature's Wrath out, but Weehar continues to fight forward. Saxa blinks up, trying to get the Burrow Strike, but the quick silence is there from Mind Control, goes for the TP out. Sweet play from Mind Control there with that Orchid play. Making sure he could get back out to safety. No stun to worry about. And the rest of his team could be in danger though. Weehar pops the dust. Miracle a little too far away to chase, but down on the bottom lane, Matumba Man left high and dry by the looks of it as Weehar comes across. Misery's there to back him up. I mean, Matumba's fairly tanky, but there's no way he gets out of this one as 4 members of Odd surround him and get the kill.
Man, they are waiting till he's more isolated, and then if they're all 5 there, they really
maybe. Can they try for this? They're going to start to poke it in. They'll throw out a Fissure and a Sunstrike. There's the Deafening Blast Meteor combo. He's brought down to half health. Matumba Man comes in with the BKB, focusing down Misery, takes the Keeper of the Light, now turning towards the Timber with the Bloodthorn. They've got enough damage. They'll bring down Weehar. Resolution with the BKB trying to fight back up against Matumba Man's Viper, but he's pretty tanky indeed. Saxa will jump forward, but Miracle has the control. The Tornado into the EMP. Liquid get themselves a 3rd. This time, Liquid take the team fight for now. Moon says, do you want another? As he comes in with the hook shot, and he may just have given them another. The track's out, and that will be a bit of a freebie on top of it all. Rezo says, you want another? I'll throw my life as well. No, maybe not. It's a bit of a debate. Turns around, sets up for the double kill for Weehar. Does lose Rezo's life. So Planet Odd with the...
All the spell damage and lockdown. Invoker now hits level 25, and since it's Miracle, always takes the AoE Deafening Blast over the Tornado. Bottom lane.
Yeah, they find themselves a 3-1 here. Mind Control's cut out, left alone. Take it down once. does have that Aegis, and Liquid, they are heading over. Are they going to be able to try and re-engage off this? Watch GH. Can he find the positioning for the setup? He does have an Echo Slam available. Tries to throw out Fisher, but Saxa is quick on the plays. Comes in with a burrow strike, holds back the Shaker. But GH still survives. No, he doesn't. Weeha finishes off the kill. Gets the double. Looking towards Miracle. Miracle with the AoE deafening blast, but Resolution has the BKB already out. There's a homing missile going straight for the Invoker's face. Weeha chases him down. Timber chases across, cuts down the Invoker. Gets Kuro as well with the drive-by illuminate from Misery. But Superman will claim the kill. Back up to full health with the cheese. But on, they surround him. They've taken down 3. They're going to take 4 as well. As Matuma Man falls. And Planet Odd get themselves back on from him.
Yeah. Able to isolate mind control, and then right there, all their big lockdown is gone from the fight because it's majority from the Earthshaker. Yeah. And the BKB's out. Majority of Miracle spells.
And down bottom, they're pushing in. They're forced out a buyback from Matuma Man. Bringing the tier 3 down to about GH comes in with the Echo moves there with a response though, and GH is punished. Resolution falling low, gets the BKB out. Oh, he's going for the TP, surely he doesn't make it, he doesn't. Liquid will get the gyro kill. Can they get anything more? Moon back in again with the second hook shot onto Matuma Man, starts to walk it off, but Matuma Man's turning with the power of mind control. They'll take the clock as well. Liquid.
Silences and stop the disables being chained.
Wrap around coming in from Liquid off the back of this smoke. They know that the side of Order on the high ground. Miracle's going to jump forward, but straight away the BKB comes out. In front of the AoE deafening blast, forces himself down to the bottom. Saxa comes in with the burst strike, the epicenter. He catches 2, but the Echo Slam is out in response for GH, trapping up the Sand King. Shuriken Nuke gets thrown out by Kuroki, but it's not enough damage. The turnaround from Matuma as he looks to take down Moon. Kuroki still alive for the time being. Weeha jumps forward with the Shiva's Guard, but it's not going to clip onto Kuro. He'll survive. Mind control, traps up Misery, has the Ghost Scepter for the time being. It's not going to be enough to save him. The Sunstrike connects. Misery's down. Planet Odd, they've lost 2. We are still standing pretty strong. Can Liquid bring down the Timber? They'll throw down the Silence. They've got the Bloodthorn. He removes it with the Lotus. Uses himself out. Can he play himself out? Tries to get his way out of the tree line. Deafening Blast connects, but he's still alive. He's up to the high ground. Timber chased back down. He's looking for Kuro, and he may just get it. No, he doesn't quite. Kuro will survive, but the biggest survive is the fact that Weeha is still alive in this situation somehow. For the tornado, but Weeha sidesteps to the side, needs some backup. There'll be a TP coming in from Resolution. Weeha still has to survive for a bit more time before the backup's there. Here comes the gyro. GH trying to open up the homing missile, straight in on the Shaker's head, takes down the Shaker. Weeha still there, ready to turn. Resolution pops the BKB, looks towards the side, trying to man him against Matuma, but Superman, he BKBs himself. Weeha continues to chase that mind control, has the bounty rune if he wants it. He doesn't need it, he just needs to keep his life intact. Again, with the self-fuels, should be able to tip and change himself, but no, the Silence follow through, removes him through the Lotus Orb, back up to the high ground, turns with the Shivas, Sunstrike's going to be off the mark. We are ready to go back in with the nuke, takes down another with the Whirling Death. They have lost Rezo, but it's Liquid, they're losing the ball, but Superman chased down. We are with the Timber Chain, gets the double kill, and Planet Odd aren't done yet. They're looking towards Miracle, mind control, by the stride. We are comes back along, mind control puts the BKB, just turn, take down Moon. We are still ready to go, looking for mind control with the BKB TP out, will escape. Miracle does not want to re-engage. He gets himself out. Weeha, they're going absolutely ham. Now Weeha feeling on top of the world now. Put those Bloodstone charges in the lot. Planet Odd looking for find the jump in. They found GH. GH turns with a Fisher, does catch 3 of them. The Echo Slam as well. GH bring the ball down low. The follow through from Invoker brings down the Sand King. Jump up for the high rebel. Weeha ready set up for GH. GH falling down. Kuroki throws out the Shuriken. Weeha does get silenced up, but he removes it with the Lotus Orb. Timber chase down. Looking to get the chakra connection onto GH, but he doesn't quite find it. Miracle, does he have the control? Fisher's there along with the video. They finally kill him. They finally take down the Timber as Miracle gets the triple kill.
Smoke coming out now from Liquid. They're trying to get on the aggression. It just turned nighttime, I believe, 30 seconds ago. Yeah, so they're looking to take advantage of that.
Kuroki trying to get the vision out with the tracks. We are immediately removing it with the Lotus. As he on the sidelines, Miracle, he's coming pretty deep. At the homing missile, oh, that's going to set up for Moon to find the hook shot. Burrow strike as well. They'll push him back with the Colts into the collision of Resolution. Miracle trying to play himself out with the Hurricane Pike and the Tornado, but Moon's in there with a battery assault. They'll get the Invoker kill, and they're not done yet. Weeha coming across towards the middle lane. He's going to be held back by the Yules from Liquid. Odd will continue to chase though. Have they got the vision on Kuro? Doesn't look like they have.
Moon's in the area. Oh, hooks the neutrals though.
They may still get it though. Weeha's playing around with the Shaker, has the Yules set up, ready to go to town. GH goes for the Yules on him to return, but there's a further Yules. They've got the control. GH will throw down the Echo, but he's not going to keep himself alive. As Liquid lose a second, into the pit they go, but mind control from the outside. Tries to take down Misery, but Misery, oh, he will end up popping to the Soulbone from the Bloodthorn. He puts his hands to his head, but he knows it's still good for the team. as they still have the advantage here. They're down in the situation. Matuma, BKB's trying to escape, but Moon comes in, has the control with a hook shot. Cogs blocking off the escape route down the middle lane, forcing himself into the high ground. Matuma needs help and he needs his fast. Going for the TPI, is he going to make it before the missile connects? It doesn't matter, there's a Yules to hold him back, cancel the TP. They'll take the kill on Matuma, and maybe even more. A further homing missile straight for the head of KuroKy. KuroKy trying to get himself out of there. Looks like they are going to just leave the bounty hunter be as the rest of them return into the pit. And will continue. Can't quite close the gap. At the least, forcing the Invoker away. To buy more space for Odd, but there he comes! Miracle with a 4-man deafening blast, Meteor down into the pit! They're trying to finish off Roche, but GH is in there! They will get the snatch, they'll get the Roche kill liquid, but it will be the side of Planet Odd, picking up the Aegis on Rezo. They've taken down 2. Mind Control trying to team himself out with the BKB, but the Magic Community runs out. He gets Yules up, they hold him back, they take down Mind Control! As Liquid, they've lost 4. Miracle quick with a blink out, trying to get himself out of this one. Jump for Moon! Has the battery assault, gets the connection. Miracle held back again with these deafening blasts. It's not enough to keep him alive with a magical burst from Weeha, who picks up the triple. Can they push the high ground? That's the question. We saw how long it took them to take down Roshan. They still don't have an insane amount of siege. Gyro, their best bet as Resolution starts to finish stacking up, has the completed MKB. Weeha, the one powering into the tier 3 in the moment. They'll get the mana leak onto Matuma. Tier 3 down. Miracle not wanting to expend that buyback. Does have it as his availability, but he's keeping it off for the time being. They'll almost certainly lose the mid melee racks. How much more can Liquid afford to let go off the back of this push? Odd, down to bottom, there's the buyback. He'll let 1 Rax go, Miracle, but he won't let a second one go for now. Has to buy back to hold. There's the initiation. Blinks forward for the Tornado. EMP as well. The connection onto Rezo. And we'll let the Vibe Strike sent back in. Moon comes in with the sideline. Immediately hacks up Jason with the jump. And then Saxa with the counterplay. Borrow Strike onto 2. Matuma pulls the BKB. Tries to look for Misery, but Misery moving out of it with the Ghost Scepter. Matuma can't quite get the kill. Moon will buy back. Trying to get himself back into the fray. The Cold Snap. Sunstrike will pop the Aegis on Resolution. The Planet Odd still ready to stick around. They know that there's no buyback on these 2 as Liquid with no Shaker, no Bounty Hunter for a good minute. Jump forward, looking for Miracle, but he's shoved down at range of the Chakram. Planet Odd, they'll look back towards the objective, back towards the racks. Mind Control falling low. Can he get himself? But no, he can't. The BKB runs out just as the Chakram connects. That'll be the Nation's Profit down for 2 minutes. Matuma in dire straits as well as he tried to get back to the base, but Weeha's there with the Chakram. Cuts down another. And with 4 down, no way that Liquid can hold on to this second set of frags, and maybe the game itself in jeopardy for them. Miracle, he's got to carry his team on his back, but he's out of mana. They hit the stun, they have the control. He's tried to shrine up, but the heal's not strong enough. GG is called, and Planet Odd take game 1 here in this best of 5 grand finals.
Wow, that's game 1.
It's game 1.
That's just game 1.
That's game 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy crap, what a back and forth game though, but very well done.